is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing to start here is Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Okay, right? 52.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Runs over it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
We're going to just keep this line on a loop because we say it so often. 1st down, Tyler Boyd. He's thrived in a high-volume role for the Cincinnati Bengals, averaging almost 80 catches and 950 yards a season over the last 4.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Bengals had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown, Bengals! Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it. And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That's to Chase, he's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that wound up. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
12, 11 empty, 11 Thomas.
Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
11. Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Burrow steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right through.
From the 27, Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better... That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Striker, 3-3.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Gun. Thomas.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Burrow on play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 12.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On play action, here's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion, Hill. Tua now on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Steal. Left. Right shot. 14. Smash. Red.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Okay, ready?
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Black open.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that. What a very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
17. Trouble, 38. Check hit.
Now a give, running left is Wilson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right, 97. Rest, no.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack. Yeah,
I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them, They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Von Bell. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here's Mostert. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Now he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
How did that not connect? That's one of the rare deep balls he hasn't hit so far. 5 touchdowns already, and you see he's still airing it out. I wonder if he's getting run plays that are sent in, and he's switching them to deep passes.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now Tua. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Right through. Red, yellow. Yellow, blue.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. In motion right is Wilson. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Up the middle they go with Mostert. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen from a yard out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Down. Heel, crack. Cracked up. Smack, red.
Tua on 4th down. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Tua to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Black one. Green.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jones. The 40. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Burrow on play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound. He's got him in. Complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 95 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Dolphins 34.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible.